think what makes her relatable is really her lyricism. She really does come across as very honest and raw.
She speaks what she's feeling. Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of going crazy for feeling so deep about things, but she feels super strongly about things too. And I think just letting it out and putting it on paper and then putting it into music, it's just so connective. And I think she's really relatable because she's so raw.
My first introduction to Olivia Rodrigo was High School Musical, the musical, the series.
She played the main character, Nini, and I felt connected to her.
I remember 12-year-old me watching High School Musical, the musical, the series, and hearing All I Want. I don't know, I just loved hearing it.
Thought it was a really cute Disney Plus show, and I would see Olivia's snippets on Instagram that she would upload, and I always just thought she had star potential. So it was just really amazing to watch it transform the way it did.
I started listening to her Instagram Unreleased in late 2020 once the pandemic hit. A month later, she released Driver's License, and I saw her grow from this really small artist to her being a huge artist that everybody knows overnight.
I had went through a horrible breakup around that time as well, and I got my driver's license a couple weeks after, so it was right around that time frame, and it just really resonated with me. I would drive around blasting that song, and then Deja Vu of course came out, and that really made it so exciting for Sour to come out.
Sour is her debut album, and I love it. I fell in love with it as soon as it came out.
Her first album was crazy. It was crazy to watch that blow up, and that album was really just such perfection and such a hit. After Sour, it was just like, what do you expect from the second album? And I remember hitting play, and she, for me, exceeded Sour.
When Guts dropped, I was just blown away at the variety of song. There was sad songs, empowering songs, and then songs about struggling within yourself. And I think it's just so angsty, a little bit more than Sour. It's less like, I'm crying on my floor and I'm heartbroken. It's more like, I got this, and I'm doing good.
If I could describe Guts in a couple words, I'd describe it as empowering, touchy-feely, definitely sensitive, and gutsy.
Sensitive. Beautiful, of course.
I just interpret it as her getting all her feelings out, really being honest and raw.
Just scream out your feelings.
Spill everything out. That's how I see it, because I tend to overshare everything, so that's like me spilling my guts.
It's very empowering to see someone like her in the public eye, a celebrity, a singer with a huge platform, have an impression on people my age, people older, younger, to be able to feel confident and just own what you're feeling.
I saw her at Sour Tour, and I remember I got there really early. I got there at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., and I was 699 in line.
This is my first time seeing her perform. I also got very lucky coming here. I didn't get selected initially to buy tickets, and then they released more of the side views, obstructed views in February, so I was able to get them then.
My friend offered to take me and my little sister. She's 12, and it was her first concert, and she was crying the whole time.
I just really love being Olivia. She really motivates me, and she inspires me.
I just appreciate that Livies are of all ages. Talking to some girls in front of me, and they're so nice, and everyone is dressed up, and they're all so excited to be here and so happy and so into it.
I have a lot of friends through Olivia's fandom. I have friends in LA. I have a friend who lives in Australia, and even though I never met her, we just have a good connection where we could talk about our mental health, music, just anything that we like.
All Livies support each other, and it's a very strong community where you'll be shopping in the grocery store, and if you hear Olivia's song, you see someone singing, you're like, hey, you're gonna look at each other, and you basically meet a friend. It's just a community of friends all over the world who all feel the same things, and I think that's really special. It's really important and special that she uses her platform and she uses her voice because she has so many fans and followers. And I think people really trust her, and they value what she says and what she has to offer.
I think that the Fund for Good is just absolutely amazing.
It's a strong move that she has booths set up at every single tour stop. Brave of her and very noble of her to be able to offer those resources to fans who are a wide variety of ages.
Singers and entertainers do not have any obligation to say anything about it. They don't have any obligation to donate money or post on their Instagram stories. And it's amazing to me that she does it so loudly and proudly. It just seems like such an important thing for her. I think, again, speaks to her own integrity and maturity.
Like, people my age have also gone through like a really gut-wrenching heartbreak where you just can't get the words out. So listening to her like speak out of your mind, seeing like what we're feeling, it's very inspiring.
Whether it's like heartbreak or not feeling exactly good enough in your own skin, her songwriting is just great and relatable, and I just really admire it.
Other people also like come from their different experiences and like resonate with her stuff too, and it's really cool to see how people interpret her music.
I think it's just like letting everything out.
Just like scream out your feelings.
Don't keep anything inside, you know what I mean? It's important to feel and to feel all the emotions, and it's all natural, and she inspires all of us to do that all the time.
I spilled my guts in this letter. It says, "Hi Liv, this is my second time writing to you with hopes of this getting to you. The first time was at the Vampire premiere in Los Angeles. Not only was it the best day of my life, but my first time meeting you, and I'll never be able to forget that conversation we had. You are such an inspiration to me in many ways, from your otherworldly lyric abilities to the way you're always so very kind and sweet to everyone who you come across. Thank you so much for putting out Driver's License. It really shaped me to who I am today. But an even bigger thank you for putting out Deja Vu. It's my favorite song of yours, honorable mentions to Hope You're Okay, Love is Embarrassing, and Scared of My Guitar. I hope you enjoyed your time here in San Francisco. I can say that the entire Bay Area missed your presence. Please tell your dancers that I admire them so much as a dancer. They're beyond inspiring. P.S. I hope you get to try your strawberry or mango matcha. I love you to the moon and back, XOXO Mel." I've never felt this way about an artist before, like having that deep connection with their music.
I mean, I feel so lucky to be able to be alive in the same time as her.
She just is such a great role model. Like, it's weird for me being older than her to look up to her, really. She's just been great.
Seeing her as like an Asian American like representation is really important to me because growing up I didn't have that much. So I just saw like we're either perceived one way or another, but seeing her like be like a huge music star at a young age too, it's just really amazing to see.
Thank you for just being you.
Thank you for reminding me that I am worth so much and that one day somebody else will love me. I'm lovable, and I appreciate her so much for sharing her story and her journey so authentically.
You're really growing to a big artist, and you should deserve all of the love that you get.
Things will get better, and she's there to support us throughout the way. So thank you.